I made the policies reg key inaccessible. Rep my system. Closest I can think of is one time back in 2016 when I changed the cursor to one of those high contrast ones. I didn't know how to change it back. Tweak something in the device manager. Now USB ports won't detect. I bricked the BIOS by running a script that apparently tried to remove the BIOS password but rather bricked it. I can still access my OS window normally, but just can't access BIOS menu. Not exactly, but I accidentally killed Explorer.exe in Test Manager. As the wallpaper disappeared, I nearly shoot in my trousers. Yes, I tried to change BIOS mode to UEFI, but Windows is installed in the legacy mode. I deleted winload.exe on Windows 7. I deleted the EFI partition like a bleep long time ago. My PC didn't start and I reinstalled Windows. I have found computers with screen size set beyond capabilities of the monitor video card to show the new desktop background. So a black screen on boot. Somehow the automatic 30-second wheel will revert did not work. To fix safe mode on startup, goes to default drivers and minimum video settings. I wanted to enable Hyper-V to be able to run a virtual machine. Whatever I enable or disable now, VMs will crash. I somehow removed all permissions from every file, making it impossible to access any files by me or the system. The funny thing is, I was actually trying to make my computer more insecure, basically was trying to allow all users to access everything, but ended up bleeping up administration rights and even admin users couldn't access anything. I just resetted my PC and upgraded to Windows 11 for this reason. Setting the year to 8000 something on a VM. Started to work until I reboot Murdered Explorer. My childhood was about messing with Windows computers, and I'm not talking about eating or disassembling parts of hardware. My first memory is that of clicking and deleting stuff on admin account on parents' PC with Millennium that long that apparently I caused some blue screens. It's an introduction to greater interest in Windows. I remember astonishing friends with keyboard shortcuts like opening internet into keystrokes like I and then enter on desktop because Internet Explorer. Then found out CMD and shredded virus as to-do list or shortcut to legit apps. They're adding numerous media ones, and I told everybody and then slot. Registry on my old computer couldn't open any UWP app. I want to control user passwords too or something like that. And I changed my account to device owner. Then I have to reset my PC. I opened the BIOS and changed the boot speed to fast on a very old, low-end laptop. It was corrupted for days until it got repaired. Didn't know what happened. I tried to change this part unique ID. It never booted up again and I had to fix all the BCD settings. I somehow flipped my screen to portrait mode and after asking my friends, they said to change it in Windows settings. LOL. I bricked my BIOS on my non-main machine that's very old by entering it and exiting it. I don't know what the bleep happened. I changed the no settings. I fixed it by the computer to reset with the BIOS with the power button. There are grammar errors, so yeah. I deleted System32 when first time using Windows, and my friend told me to delete it. Laughing face. Windows without any user administrator or guest users. I make every exe file to be opened with Photoshop. I don't know what I messed up, but one time I got a beautiful. Your PC needs to be repaired and at the time I didn't know the fix was easy. I know what I was doing. It's only partially on the right here. So how all it happened, and it just describes what happened. Same thing as last one, but I'll read it anyway. I remember in Windows 7, I don't know what it did exactly, but I somehow managed to set exe files to open with full viewers and even with open Executive Explorer, and it's kind of like shown in the video. I managed to fix it by creating another user. On my old laptop, I tried to patch Windows 7 so I can install a custom theme. Then I put the theme into the themes folder in Windows, and then when I applied it, it looked ugly. It was basically reskinned the Windows Classic theme. And when I tried to change the theme back to the Windows Arrows theme, it didn't work. And it popped up an error message. I was really scared. Then I tried to revert my Windows installation using a restore point. Somehow I had a random restore point, may have been from the program used to patch Windows, and then my laptop was back to normal. One time I went to VirtualBox File Manager and thought I was deleting the C drive of the guest system, not the host. Fortunately, no system files were deleted, but I had to factory. I broke in Windows booting an EasyBCD trying to set up GPT Linux dual boot. I deleted winlogon.exe. I tried to set the Windows partition as active because I set up Windows in a strange way where I had 300 gigabytes free space. Then I rebooted to and OS wasn't found. With the 5 hours of my time, nothing else, not my main. I tried to get myself full permission using authenticated users on C drive, and it didn't kill my OS. It had me scared when error message appeared with something like "CSRSys had a problem. Please change if you change anything, blah blah blah." Nothing happened. Luckily, it was my new PC. That's why I was scared. I was super young and was trying to plug in my CD player. I turned off notification for it, and me and my mom thought we had to factory reset settings. Accidentally put it in a local settings. Ripped my Minecraft Lamel. Not a modified setting thing, but I used to have a glitch where Explorer would hang on right click. I had to terminate and task manager and rerun. I deleted the $sign folders in my one to go. After all, my PC keeps blue screening. Happy face. Well, years ago, I didn't know that changes to system files were only made after a boot. Seeing that deleting certain files doesn't affect it instant, I deleted probably half of contents of C Windows. I once disabled the router service thing and restored my PC. After that, Windows never booted properly and keeps saying it had an error or SMT8. I had to reinstall and I lost a ton of data. RIP. This is actually mine. This is not a messed up thing story, but I wanted to upgrade Windows 10 Home to Windows 10 Pro, and the keyboard stopped, so I go to Windows 10 Recovery and click the buttons. You already know those, and when I reset, it failed. But I made a mistake and I rebooted, then reset failed. That's why I was a bit looping. No spinning. Oh yeah, I remembered. There was an error on my super old computer running Windows 7. Yes, not a laptop. I think I deleted System32 because there was a Windows Boot Manager error, but I don't know if if it said System32 was missing or whatever, but yeah. I enabled the echo for my sound. Later I couldn't open the program to disable it. I regret enabling it. So also I don't know what I did, but many Windows programs don't work for me. I accidentally told Windows to run an extra Clearbone CMD, which totally messed up the desktop MIME types.